Art analysis is divided into four planes, namely semiotic, iconic, contextual, and evaluative planes, wherein the semiotic plane is material or aspect-focused, iconic plane is feature-focused, contextual plane is analysis-focused, and the evaluative plane is value-focused. On the other hand, there are four steps or stages how an artwork is being analyzed. The description stage that answers the question, what do you see? How did the artist do it for the analyzation stage? What is the artist trying to say or what is going on in the picture for the interpretation stage? And what do the audience will think? Or how do the audience feel about whether the artist is successful in conveying an idea for the evaluation stage? Further details will be presented in this lecture. Let's all watch this.
They say, is a mirror reflecting the human experience, a kaleidoscope of emotions, ideas, and cultural contexts. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed art enthusiasts, welcome to Group 1's Journey Beyond the Ordinary, a voyage into the realms of creativity, expression, and wonder. Today we delve beyond the surface brushstrokes and delve into the hidden meanings, the whispers of history, and the soul of artistic expression. As we step into this gallery of imagination, remember that art is not confined to museums or can benches. Art is both a mirror and a window, reflecting our humanity and opening vistas to other worlds. So let curiosity be our guide. Let us explore, interpret, and celebrate the strokes of genius, the whispers of vulnerability, and the symphony of elements. Together, let's unravel the art analysis and the elements of art.
Thank you, Adi. Art has a unique power to captivate and inspire individuals from all walks of life. Whether it's a painting, sculpture, or any other forms of artistic expression, art can evoke emotions, provoke thoughts, and transport us to different worlds. However, behind every masterpiece lies a deeper meaning and a story waiting to be unraveled. This is where art analysis comes into play. Art analysis is the process of examining and interpreting artworks to uncover their hidden messages, symbolism, and artistic techniques. It allows us to delve beyond the surface and gain a deeper understanding of the artist's intention and the context in which the artwork was created. By analyzing art, we can appreciate the unseen aspects and complexities that make each piece unique and thought-provoking. And now, let's start with the planes of art analysis.
Let's start with the Semitic plane. The Semitic plane, also known as the cultural or symbolic plane, is a crucial concept in art that refers to the system of signs and symbols used to convey meaning and communicate ideas. It allows artists to create works that are not just physically or visually appealing, but also rich in meaning and significance. By using a combination of signs and symbols, artists can convey complex ideas, emotions, and messages that resonate with the viewers in the deeper level. In art, these signs and symbols can include colors, shapes, lines, gestures, and other visual elements that carry specific meanings and associations. Among them are the following. First, the signified and the signifier. The relationship between the artwork's tangible components or the signifier and the ideas or meanings they represent the signified. Second, meaning and visual components. Examining how the artist chosen visual components such as colors, lines, shapes, and textures, and so on, that interact to convey concepts, feelings, stories, or symbolic meanings. Third, method and media. Analyzing how the artist's method and choice of medium such as painting, sculpture, or photography that affect the meaning example of a plane that's a basic symmetric plane to analyze a work of art. Let's consider Vincent van Gogh's painting The Starry Night of 1889. First, let's check the signifier and the signified. The signifier is the swirling, expressive brushstrokes of vibrant colors, the distinct shapes of the cypress tree and village. And the signified, these visual elements convey a sense of energy, emotions, and the artist's subjective experience of the night sky. Second, the visual elements and meaning. The undulating or simply means having a wavy surface, edge or mark. A rhythmic brush strokes that created a sense of movement and dynamism in the night sky. The bold, contrasting colors such as blues, greens, and yellows that evokes a sense of sublimes and the mystical. The stylized, almost obstructive forms of landscape elements such as subjective emotional interpretation of the scene. Third, medium and technique. Van Gogh used oil paints, which allows him to create a thick expressive brush strokes that are characteristics of his style. His unique application of paint with a visible brush marks and impasto that contributes to the work's emotional and expressive qualities. Fourth, the format and symbolic representation. The vertical, portrait-oriented format emphasizes the towering presence of the night sky in the small, humble village below. This format creates a sense of individuals and significance in the face of grandeur of nature. And finally, the physical properties and marks. The visible brushstrokes and textures of the paint's surface reflects the artist's hands and creative process. These physical traces of the artist's works adds to the sense of subjective emotional expressions in the painting. Thus, the symmetric plane is a profound art as it allows artists to communicate across linguistic and cultural barriers, which leads to greater cultural exchange, understanding, and appreciation among diverse groups of people.
Hi guys, let's talk about iconic. But what makes an artwork truly iconic? In the realm of art analysis, iconic refers to those pieces that have achieved widespread recognition and influence. They transcending mere representation to become symbols of their time, style, or creator. Here are some significance of iconic art. Iconic artwork serves as windows into history, culture, and the human experience. They capture moments, emotions, and ideas that resonates across generations. It's becoming touchstones for collective memory and understanding. Rules of iconic in art analysis. In art analysis, focusing on iconic elements allow us to delve deeper into the layers of meaning, symbolism, and context within the artwork. By dissecting these iconic features, we unravel the intention of the artist, the cultural milieu in which they work, and the impact of their creation on subsequent generation. So, let's take, for example, Leonardo da Vinci Mona Lisa. Beyond her enigmatic smile lies a wealth of symbolism and mystery, inviting endless interpretation and analysis. Or we should also consider Edward Munch, The Scream, a haunting depiction of existential angst that continues to resonate with audience worldwide. In conclusion, iconic art captivates us with its timeless allure, inviting us to ponder the mysteries of the human condition and the power of creativity. By exploring this iconic masterpiece, we deepen our appreciation for the tapestry of artistic expressions that shapes our world.
Now, let's explore the concept of contextual plane in art analysis. The contextual plane involves resituating an artwork within its context to reveal its full meaning in terms of human and social implication. By considering external factors we draw out the dialogic relationship between art and society. When we confine analysis solely to the internal structure of the work, we risk reducing its meaning. The meaning of an artwork is a complex interplay of concepts, values, emotion, attitude, and sensory experiences. Here's why contextual plane matters. First, the historical context. Understanding the period in which the artwork was created is crucial. Historical events, cultural shifts, and societal changes shape both the artist's intention and artwork itself. For example, Picasso's The Old Guitarist in 1903 gains deeper meaning when situated within Spain's poverty and upheaval during that time. Second, the cultural and social condition. A broad knowledge of history, as well as economic, political, and cultural condition is essential. Context awareness allows us to appreciate the layers of meaning embedded in an artwork. It shows the progression of time and how art reflects our challenges and societal norms. Third, viewing context. Consider where the artwork is displayed, whether in a museum, gallery, or public space. The physical setting influences our interpretation and experience. Example, viewing a mural on a city street versus in a pristine gallery setting. Fourth, professionalism and context. Artists who embrace context create more impactful works. Contextual links foster professionalism by encouraging thoughtful analysis. It's not just about brush strokes, it's about the world around us. Thus, the context plane in art analysis is crucial for understanding the full meaning of an artwork. By considering historical context, cultural and social condition, viewing context, and fostering professionalism, we reveal the intricate layers of an artwork's significance. Remember, it's not just about brushstrokes, it's about understanding the world around us.
So we already know that the three said planes named semiotic, iconic, and contextual planes provide vision and idea of what the art conveys based on the signifiers and signified. So this concept provide more value on texture, line, color, and the creative aspects depictive and the work. The last plane to be discussed is the evaluated planes. So the evaluated plane, also known as the axiological plane, is the study of artwork based on how it interacts with the viewer and provides dialogic relations towards the art. So towards this perspective, values are the main viewpoint to understand art. The analysis of these values will look at the artwork towards a reality to which the viewer can somewhat relate, for example, social issues.
Welcome to our exploration of color, where we delve into the captivating realm of color. In this report, we will unravel the mysteries behind the perception of color, the principles of color theory, and the fascinating interplay between light and color. Okay, let's begin. Color is a fundamental aspect of human perception, and it influences our emotions, behaviors, and even our physiological responses. At its core, color is the visual perception resulting from the way objects reflect or emit light in various wavelengths. This perception is very subjective and can vary based on individual experiences, eyes, and cultural backgrounds. Now, color theory is the study of how color interact with one another and how they can be combined to create a visually harmonious compositions. The three primary components of the color theory are as follows. First is the color wheel. The color wheel is a visual representation of the relationship between the colors. It consists of the primary colors, which is the red, blue, and yellow, secondary colors, which is orange, green, and purple, And the tertiary colors is the mix of either primary colors or secondary colors. Okay, so understanding the color wheel is very crucial for artists, designers, and anyone working with color or creating arts. And second is the color harmony. Color harmony refers to the pleasing arrangement of colors in a composition. Different color schemes such as complementary colors or the opposite ones, analogous, triadic, and monochromatic can be used to create various visual effects and convey different moods. So, and lastly, color psychology. Color evokes specific emotional responses and can also influence human behavior. So for example, warm colors like red are often associated with energy and excitement or even anger, while cool colors like blue, green, and are calming and soothing. Light plays a crucial role in perception of color. When light interacts with an object, some wavelengths are absorbed while others are reflected. The wavelengths that are reflected determine the color that we perceive. And additionally, the intensity and the quality of light can alter our perception of color, leading to the phenomena such as color temperatures and metamerism. So, color, we can say that color gives us life, as we all say. It does indeed, and there's more to it than meets the eye, literally. As we continue to explore the mysteries of color, let us embrace its diversity and celebrate its beauty in all its forms.
The next element of art we will explore is form. Now, let's explore what form is and how artists utilize it to convey their messages. Form refers to the three-dimensional quality of an object or composition. It's not just about flat shapes, it's about depth, volume, and structure. Think of form as the sculptor's ability to transform a block of marble into a lifelike figure, or the painter's skill in rendering a bowl of fruit so convincingly that you can almost taste it. Now, what's the importance of form? Form plays a crucial role in the world of art. It allows artists to bring their creations to life, making them visually captivating and engaging. By manipulating form, artists can evoke different emotions, convey depth, and create a sense of realism. Form adds a new dimension to the artwork, making it more dynamic and visually appealing. Now, how do artists use form? First is sculpture. Sculptors manipulate materials such as clay, stone, or metal to create tangible forms. The interplay of light and shadow on a sculpture's surface reveal its form. Next is painting and drawing. Artists use shading, highlights, and perspective to give flat surfaces the illusion of depth. By understanding form, painters can depict realistic objects and figures. There are two types of forms, the geometric forms and the organic forms. First, the geometric forms. These are precise, regular shapes with well-defined edges. Examples include cubes, spheres, cylinders, and pyramids. Geometric forms often evoke a sense of order, stability, and simplicity. The second is the organic forms. These are irregular, free-flowing shapes found in nature. Think of the curves of a tree branch, the contours of a human body, or the ripples in water. Organic forms convey movement, life, and natural beauty. Let me show you some examples of forms in art. First is Pablo Picasso's Les Demoiselles d'Avignon. The groundbreaking Cubist masterpiece, Picasso shattered traditional forms. The figures are fragmented, showing multiple viewpoints simultaneously. Angular shapes and distorted forms challenge our perception, inviting us to see beyond the surface. Second is Henry Moore's abstract sculptures. Moore's organic forms celebrate the human figure while abstracting it. His bronze sculptures evoke movement, emotion, and a sense of timeliness. The curvaceous shapes defy convention, emphasizing the interplay of light and shadow. Third is Barbara Hepworth's two forms. Hepworth, a prominent British sculptor, explored the relationship between positive and negative space. In two forms, she carved two interconnected abstract shapes from a single block of stone. The voids within the forms are as significant as the solid parts. And lastly, Isamu Nogushi's red cube. Nogushi's minimalist sculpture plays with geometric form. The large red cube, placed in an urban setting, interacts with its surroundings. Its simplicity and boldness create a powerful visual statement.
Now, the next element of art to explore is the line. In the world of visual arts, a line is a powerful tool that the artist used to create different effects and convey movement, rhythm, and emphasis. Let us delve deeper into the concept of a line and explore how this fundamental element shapes and defines artworks across various styles and periods. A line is more than just a stroke on paper. It is a visual language that artists use to communicate ideas, emotions, and concepts. From the simplest mark to the most intricate design, they are essential elements that shape movement, rhythm, and emphasis in artworks. The origin of lines in art can be traced back to the earliest forms of human expression, where lines were used to convey stories, record events, and capture the beauty of the world around us. Over time, artists have explored and experimented with lines in innovative ways, pushing the boundaries of creativity and imagination. There are different classifications of lines that artists employ to achieve specific effects on their artwork. First is the horizontal line. It is a line that runs parallel to the horizon, creating a sense of stability and calmness. The second is the vertical line. It is a line that runs perpendicular to the horizon, symbolizing strength and stability. Third is the diagonal line. It is a line that slants at an angle, suggesting movement, energy, and dynamism. Fourth is the short line. It is the line of limited length, used to create quick, abrupt, or fragmented visual effects. Fifth is the long line. It is a line of extended length, often used to establish continuity, flow, or expansiveness in a composition. Sixth is the curved line. It is a line that flows in a smooth, rounded manner, suggesting grace, fluidity, and organic form. And finally, the zigzag line. It is a line characterized by sharp, alternating angles, creating a sense of excitement, tension, or rapid movement. So these different types of lines play a crucial role in the art and design, allowing artists to convey various emotions, moods, and visual effects in their creations. By understanding and utilizing the unique characteristics of each type of line, artists can enhance the impact and storytelling of their artworks. Lines are the building blocks of composition, guiding the viewer's eye and creating visual interest. Artists use the lines to define shapes, outline forms, and establish patterns that bring harmony and unity to their artworks. The importance of lines in art cannot be overstated. They provide structure, rhythm, and depth to the composition, enhancing the overall visual impact of the artwork. Lines help create a sense of movement, balance, and emotion that captivates the viewer's attention. Remember that every line tells a story and conveys a message. Embrace the power of lines in your own creative journey and discover the endless possibilities they offer in shaping your artistic vision.
Rhythm in art is governed by the following fundamental principles. First, the regularity. It is a systematic repetition of elements in a predictable manner. Second, the progression. It is a gradual change or evolution of elements that creates dynamic movement. Third, the alternation. It is a dispersing constructing elements to add visual interest. And fourth, the randomness. It is a spontaneous arrangement of elements, infusing vitality and energy. At its core, rhythm in art bestows a sense of order and harmony in visual compositions. Beyond bright structure, it infuses artwork with vitality and dynamism, captivating the senses with its fluidity and motion. And it serves as a narrative device, guiding viewers through a visual journey of progression and evolution. Additionally, it fosters intrigue and engagement within artworks, compelling viewers to delve deeper into compositions that reach with contrast and variation. And lastly, it ignites a sense of spontaneity and vitality within artworks, infusing compositions with dynamic energy that electrifies the senses. Now, let's move to another element. But before that, I have a question. Have you ever noticed how some artwork seem to move or flow? This phenomenon is achieved through the masterful use of rhythm. So, in this part of the lecture, let's unravel one of the exciting elements of art, the rhythm. Rhythm in art encompasses the repetition or alternation of visual elements such as shapes, colors, lines, and patterns within an artwork. It orchestrates a visual harmony that guides the viewer's eye through the composition, infusing it with a sense of movement and flow. But it does not only involve the repetition or alternation of visual elements, but also encompasses the underlying pulse or tempo that animates the composition. It is more than just a pattern. It is the dynamic interplay of elements that creates a sense of movement, energy, and vitality within the artwork. Rhythm can be subtle or bold, depending on the artist's intention, and it serves as a powerful tool for conveying emotions, narratives, and ideas.
The next stop is shape. Shape is one of the fundamental elements of art. It plays a crucial role in creating visual compositions. Let's explore what shape means in the context of art. A shape is created when a line is enclosed. Essentially, if you take a line and enclose it, you form a shape. Shapes can be thought of as two-dimensional areas defined by a change in volume or some other form of contrasts. They have only length and width. Unlike forms which have length, width, and height, shapes remain flat and lack depth. There are two types of shapes: geometric or regular, and organic or freeform. First, the geometric shapes. These shapes are precise and regular. Examples include circles, triangles, squares, and trapezoids. Geometric shapes often have specific names associated with them and are commonly found in man-made objects like buildings and machines. The second one is the organic shapes. Organic shapes seem to follow no rules. They lack specific names and are typically found in nature. These shapes can resemble natural forms. When creating representational art, observation is crucial. Shapes play a significant role in how we perceive and record what we see. Instead of focusing solely on lines, consider thinking in terms of shapes. Recognize the shapes around you, and this will lead to improved accuracy in your drawings and paintings. For instance, even a complex object like a chair can be broken down into simpler shapes such as rectangles and trapezoids to make drawing more manageable. Remember, shapes contribute to the overall composition, balance, and visual impact of an artwork. Whether geometric or organic, they are essential building blocks for artists.
And now, we will explore the next element of an art, texture. So texture is a fundamental aspect of sensory experience, influencing how we perceive and interact with the world around us. From the smoothness of a polished stone to the roughness of a tree bark, texture enriches our environment, evokes emotion, and plays a crucial role in the various aspects of our lives. One of the primary reasons texture is important is its impact on aesthetics. In art, architecture, and design, texture adds depth and visual interest to the surfaces, enhancing the overall composition. Whether it's the intricate patterns of a wooden fabric or the grain of wood in the furniture. Texture creates a visual contrast and stimulates our senses, making space more engaging and memorable. Moreover, texture plays a vital role in communication and expression. In literature, vivid descriptions of a texture can transport readers to a different worlds, allowing them to feel the roughness of a desert landscape or the softness of a velvet gown. Similarly, in cinema, texture is often used to convey mood and atmosphere, with the filmmaking employing various filming techniques to capture the tactile qualities of different surfaces. In the realm of food, texture is a key component of a culinary delight. The crunch of a crispy potato, the creaminess of a silky custard, and the chewiness of a freshly baked bread all contribute to the sensory experience of eating. So texture plays a crucial role in tactile learning and sensory development, especially in early childhood. So children explores the world through taste, experiencing different textures through sensory play activities, and by engaging with the materials of varying textures. They develop fine motor skills, spatial awareness, and cognitive abilities, laying the foundation for learning and discovery. In conclusion, texture is a multifaceted element that enriches our experience, stimulates our senses, and enhances our understanding of the world. Whether it's adding visual interest to art and design, delighting our taste bud in cuisine, and facilitating tactile learning in childhood, texture plays an indispensable role in shaping our perception and interaction with the environment. Embracing the richness of textures allow us to experience or appreciate the intricacies of our surroundings and leads to a deeper, more fulfilling sensory experience.
And lastly, we delve into the last element of art, value. Imagine you're looking at a grayscale photograph. What you're seeing are various shades of gray, ranging from white to black, with all the shades of gray in between. These different shades represents the value within the image. In art, value works similarly but with added dimensions of color. Value is essential for creating illusion of three-dimensional form on a two-dimensional surface. When an artist paints or draws, they use value to depict how light interacts with objects in the scene. Light areas represents where light is hitting an object directly, while dark areas represent shadows or areas where light is blocked. By manipulating the distribution of light and dark values, artists can make objects appear to recede or come forward in space. For For example, in a portrait, darker values might be used to create shadows under the chin or around the eye, while lighter values highlight the forehead and cheekbones, giving the face form and structure. Value also plays a crucial role in establishing contrast within an artwork. High contrast between light and dark areas can create drama and draw the viewer's eye to specific focal points. Conversely, low contrast can create a more subdued and atmospheric effect. In addition to creating form and contrast, value can also convey mood and emotion in art. As seen bathed in bright, high-key values might evoke feelings of joy and happiness, while seen dominated by dark, low-key values might evoke a sense of mystery or foreboding. Ultimately, mastering value is essential for artists who wants to create compelling and realistic artworks. By understanding how to manipulate value effectively, artists can bring their compositions to life, capturing the essence of light, shadow, and form on a flat surface.
And there it is, fellow art enthusiasts. Our journey through the intricate tapestry of art analysis and the elements of art has reached its final strokes. And now, as the curtain descends, let us carry these insights beyond this gallery. Remember, dear friends, art isn't confined to museums or textbooks. It's a poetry of existence, the brushstroke of memory, the symphony of imagination. So as you step into the world, may you see with the artist's eyes, curious, empathetic, and open. May you find art in the mundane, the overlooked, and the unexpected. Thank you for joining us in this voyage. Until we meet again, and may your souls forever intertwine with the canvas of creativity. Farewell, fellow art enthusiasts.
Thank you, Group 1 from BS Math 2-8.